I mean, she is exceptional. We have a team that is so wonderful that has come together to tell this story. And this is part of it, being able to watch and see how people gravitate to Opal. Dr. Opal Lee is an amazing woman, and you're seeing it in real time, and people showing her
Absolutely.
that respect. And it's all cultures. That's the best part I've seen about my experience with her. Dr. Lydell and I are spending 4 days with her in Fort Worth, Texas, to see this everywhere we went. It was just like this. People wanted to take pictures. People wanted to say hello to her. People just came up to say thank you. I mean, it's like a biblical experience, Jeremy, where you read in the Bible how Christ would come into a town and the word would spread and people would just come just to see and be near to touch the garment. Opal is like that. Wherever we went, she was like, people would just want to come up and say thank you. And she would still give them that moment. She said, would you want to take a picture? Come on over here, child. Let me take a picture with you and the family. Just what she's doing right now. And I mean, I witnessed that with my own eyes. So I understand why she is so important to the struggle, the civil rights movement itself, all about freedom and crossing the bridge of friendship. Look at her. She's extending that hand of friendship. She does that, and the little kid is looking at her and saying, "Who is this lady that's got everybody's attention?"
Right.
You know, that is
Right.
the spirit that we miss that. And she's having a conversation with the child. So that child will remember that because her first experience with Juneteenth was at at 6 years old. And having that experience, imagine 6 years old, and then at 9 years old, at 12 years old, when she had her home and her personal items, the KKK burned their family's items. And at 12 years old, and I remember saying to Opal, I said, Opal, Grandier, tell us what was your feelings the next day after having all your personal items destroyed by hate and the KKK? She said, all I could think about is that I needed to go to school the next day. Imagine that at
Right.
12, the resolve of a child to say education was her most important thing on her mind, to celebrate and be in that classroom the next day in spite of the event that took place that day, which was for her, which was Juneteenth, 1939. When she was 12, Juneteenth was when the house and her belongings were burned. And so from that moment forward, she has been on a trek to make sure education is part of what freedom and Freedom Land is really all about. To this day,
Absolutely.
we celebrate her on another year around the sun with a watch night service and at the church where her spiritual growth was gained and earned as a child. Baker Street AME Church.